Hi, my name is Daniel Hilario, and I ask from Hodge a few questions about utilitarianism. First, what do you think you understand for utilitarianism? Hodge said, just have value the useful things. When you have to take the decision involving other person, only take into account the useful consequence. Well, the correct answer is an ethical doctrine which principal represent was John Stuart Mill. He born in 1806 and he died in 1873. This doctrine talks about that the principal goal of the human action is happiness. Second was, what do you think about happiness is for the utilitarians? Hodge said the happiness comes through useful things. Well, the correct answer, according to Mill, was the happiness for the utilitarians is vinculated to do useful actions. What do you think that useful means to the utilitarians? Well, Hodge said things that you can't take advantage for. Well, the correct answer was the actions that you did and provide happiness in the major part for the most people it can't. For questions, for question was, do you think that your happiness have the same value than the happiness of another person? Hodge said yes, because all of us are equal. Well, the correct answer is yes for Mill. All the happiness have the same value because of this. All your actions will find the greatest happiness for the greatest number of people. Five question: how do you think that the utilitarians can grade an action like moral or not? Hodge said if the action is useful for several people is moral. If not, there isn't. The correct answer, according to Mill, was we can grade an action moral or not calculating the consequences. If there are any more good consequences than bad consequences, the action is moral without intervening with the freedom of the others. What do you understand of low and high happiness? Hodge said is the way of you can catalogize your happiness. It depends of what your likes better. And the correct answer was high happiness is like the knowledge and intelligence are the things that become us humans. Lower happiness are the things that cause us temporarily pleasure, and well, like the animals, like sex or whims. Why do you think sympathy is important for utilitarianism? Well, Hodge said you can make a decision if you are not sympathetic person, because to take a decision that involves other person, you need to have a good attitude. The correct answer was because you have to evaluate the consequence of your actions. All your decisions affect others, so you will know and feel it if you were the other person. Put his shoes and act with humility and responsibility. What is the categorical imperative? Hodge said be hard and conscious at the same time when you take a decision. The correct answer was the things that you need to take into consideration when you involve other people, making a choice where the high happiness have the preference. What would you think that respect and dignity are part of utilitarianism? Well, Hodge said you cannot make something if it affects the other people's dignity. You will respect them. The correct answer was if you not self-respect, you cannot respect others. Outcome for freedom include the dignity of the person and autonomy. You will start with you to be moral with others. And finally, I set him a problem that he have to resolve. Well, he is in a ridge, you are in a ridge, in front of you is a fat man. Just under of you are the train tracks. In the train tracks are 5 workers with headphones. Looking to the south, the train are travel from the north. If you push the fat man, the train will stop and only the fat man die. But if you don't, the 5 workers die. What would you do? Well, Hodge said yes, because I better to save 5 lives than 1. The correct answer, according to Mill, was push the fat man, because Your decision only killed one person instead of five people. With this decision, you have the happiness of five instead of only one. The consequences will be better for the more people. Well, thanks, and this was utilitarianism.